So, we are here at J5 on the 8th on Eclipse Day. Eclipse Day? What? Outside. But it's not peak for another hour, so we got time. We got time. Okay?
We're not going to see it.
It's cloudy, so no.
We're not going to see it.
Okay? Alright? Tomorrow, no class because of pre-ACT. So if you're a freshman, you've got testing in the morning. If you're a sophomore, you've got testing in the morning and a little bit in the afternoon. If you're a junior, you get an at-home day. If you're a senior, you get an at-home day. What's up, bud?
What time do you go home?
Freshman, right? I think it's like 11:40. Like lunch is from 11:05 to 11:45. So if you don't eat lunch here, 11:05. But if you do eat lunch here, then it's 11:45. Something like that. What was that? For junior or for sophomores, yes. For sophomores, they get out at 1:30. Yeah. No, tomorrow's a different day because not everybody's here. So tomorrow lunch is literally going to be done with at 11:45. Yeah. No. Done. Because the only people that are going to be left in here are people that are tested. Yeah. Okay. So then Wednesday we'll get back into it. Thursday, still, getting equations from tables and all that fun stuff. Friday, Mrs. Hill, I don't know what she was thinking this morning. She thought that we didn't have school on Friday, that Friday was an independent learning day. So she told her classes that Friday's an independent learning day. It's not. Okay? We're here on Friday. That's why it says we are here, because Mrs. Hill made a mistake this day. And then your test is going to be the following Friday on the 19th. Okay? Sounds like. What is what?
What's the 22nd? Oh,
K1 exponent? Yeah, the next unit is unit K, exponent.
I never noticed that.
That you wouldn't have noticed that because it just got put up like 10 minutes ago. Okay. We are in your notes today on J5, and J5 actually starts with a great question because a lot of people got this wrong on the J4 homework. Okay? So, Lolly, we'll start with you. I don't know why I always start on that side of the room, but I always start on that side of the room. What is the slope-intercept form of a line? Y equals mx plus b. You got it. You know what you're talking about. Jake, in y equals mx plus b, what does the m stand for? The slope of the line. Ash, what does the b stand for in y equals mx plus b? Y-intercept. Yep. If you haven't turned in homework J4, that's the first 3 answers on homework J4. When we get done with class, or when I get done with the teaching stuff today, I'm going to hand back homework. And if you got the first 3 wrong on J4, there they are. Now you got them at the top of your J5. Okay. All right, let's get into these. So, using the given information, we are going to write a linear equation in slope-intercept form, and then we're going to circle our answer because we want to be able to see it, because sometimes we have to do some extra work. Okay? Ava, what can you tell me about this? Like, what part's what? Which part is which part? 0 is x, 6 is y. And then I'm going to put a blue box around the -1 because it's the slope. Good job, kiddo. Nice job. Austin, we want to go into y equals mx plus b form in the end, right? Okay. So would you be offended if we started with y equals mx plus b? That's good because we have an m, right? We've got an x and we've got a y. Only thing we don't have is b, right? So if we're going to use y equals mx plus b and all of the information that Ava just told us, can you set me up what that equation is going to be with everything all substituted in? Go for it. Takes me a little bit to color code it. Like that? Love it. Good job. Yeah. Other Austin. I don't know why. See, I put the two Austins right next to one another. That wasn't smart planning on my part. Okay. -1 times 0. 0. So then this is really 0 plus b, right? 0 plus b is no. If I add 0 to b, what do I have? No, that would be multiplying. Just b, right? Just b. So b is equal to 6, right? Okay. Levi, do I have an m? Blue box, right? Do I have a p? Now I do, it's green, right? Okay. So put them all together and give me the y equals mx plus b so that we can circle it. Give me the y equals mx plus b. I believe you just said y equals, right? Okay. M is in the blue box. So you got me y equals, right? Dylan, you just keep looking forward. You got y equals, right? You got the m. What comes next? X. Oops. What's going on there? X plus 6. All good? Love it. Okay? Reese, talk to me about what you know in number 2. -1 is y. Four is x. -2 is the slope, so that's going to be my m. Right? Okay? Hold on. Put it all together for me in y equals mx plus b. Okay? So, -2 times 4. What kind of 8? Negative, because one's negative, one's positive, so it's -8. Yep. So we get that, right? Okay? Done. How am I going to solve that for b? we gotta move the negative 8, right? Okay? So because it's negative, that's kind of like we're subtracting, right? Okay? So if I'm subtracting something, how do I move it to the other side? You add it. So what are you going to add to both sides? 8. So what are you left with? What happens is plus 8. We just forget about it? No? Okay, that's a good thing. Okay? So negative 1, right? Plus 8 means I gotta go up 8 spots, right? So that's up to 7. Yeah. Okay. Elliot, do I have an M? What? Do I have an M? To the blue box. In the blue box. Negative 2, do I have a V? What is 7, it's green? Put them all together in y equals mx plus b for me. Good job. Huh? You now. Do numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Those 4 right there. Piano, we're to you. In number 3, give me the parts. And 2 is y, and is my, which is my, M, yep. Okay, yeah, right? Jonathan, put them all together for me in
2 equals 1/2.
2 equals 1/2 times negative 6. Are you going to be offended, Jonathan, if I write it as negative 6 over 1? Okay, that's good. Because that's what it is, right? Okay? 1/2 times negative 6 over 1, Will.
1/2 times negative 6 over 1.
Yep.
Actually, that's not how we did it.
Okay, how'd you did it?
Around 3.
Correct.
I just divided 6 by 3.
Okay. So what did you get?
I got negative 3. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
That's okay. Never said that there was one right way to do it. Okay? Bacha, now we're at 2 equals negative 3 plus b. I want to solve for b. Add 3 to both sides.
Good. You cancel on the right side, so we're left with 2 plus 3, which is
We got Bacha. 2 plus 3? 5. So 5 is b.
beautiful.
Okay, you got a b. Do we have an m? Give me the y equals mx plus b. 1/2 x. And then you said plus 5? Yeah. Lots of people are forgetting that x. And I'm marking them wrong. Because without that x, it's something totally different. Okay? So lots of people are forgetting that x. Don't be one of those people. Okay? Come then, you ready for number 4? Second hardest one on the page.
That's the easiest one.
Okay? With me? Do we have an M? Do we have a B? Give it to me. There you go.
Yeah, this one doesn't give you a point, it just gives you your b value or your y-intercept. It doesn't even give you a coordinate, it just gives you straight up 8. All you have to do is plug those two things, substitute them in your equation.
You still do think that's the hardest problem.
And you can
It's so hard because you want it to be more. It actually is kind of hard because you want. There's like Lynn said, I got to do work for this one. I got to do work for this one. There's no work to be done because you already have your name. You already have your feet. It's there ready to go. Okay, love it. Talk to me about the parts down here in number 5. 4 is x. Negative 2 is y. Okay. And it's already kind of given to you. We just got to put the blue box around that m, right? Okay. Love it. Yeah, sir. Put them all together for me in y equals mx plus b. That's okay. We can do it right now. So y is negative 2. Okay. M is
4. No, M is 2 over negative 3.
negative 3 halves. Okay. X is,
X is 4.
can I write it as 4 over 1?
Yeah.
And then plus b, right? Okay. So if I broke this out off on the side, I went negative 3 over 2 times 4 over 1, multiply across, right? Negative 3 times 4, negative 12. 2 times 1. Can 2 be divide into negative 12? How many times?
Oh,
No, that's times.
okay.
So, ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 2 goes in there 6 times, right? Okay? But it's negative 6, right?
So all of that is now reduced to negative 6. Now it's negative 2 equals negative 6 plus b.
Here, you ready? Okay. How do I solve it? How do I solve this for b? Okay, how do I move it? Do I add it, subtract it, multiply it, or divide it? Add it. So add 6 to both sides.
Very nice. Add 6 to both sides, they cross off on the right, so we're left with
Hey, but we're up to you. What do we got for a b value in this one? 4. Love it. Ash, do I have a b? Do I have an m? Yep. Give me the y equals mx plus b for it then. Love it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. X, yep, gotta have that x. Plus 4. Love it. Okay, what kind of lines have undefined slopes? Vertical lines, right? So is that a Hoy case or is that a box case? The box case, right? Because B for vertical. Do you remember what box stands for? Vertical only X, right? Okay. So in the hint it says we can't write this one in slope-intercept form, right? So this one's going to be
it's
So-
vertical.
So it's vertical, so it can only have an x, so it's going to be x equals, okay, Lally, what's the x part of my point? 4, so that means the x part of my equation has to always be 4. So it's x equals 4.
Just so I had a couple students just kind of look at, if they put that point on number 8, let's say on the graph on number 8, just to plot it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you look at undefined. You can always check your work too.
Mm-hmm. With a graph.
You get a little, like, I don't remember these. Okay.
Okay. All right. Are you going to be offended if we do number 8 before we do number 7? No? Okay. So talk to me about what I know in number 8. What is the y-intercept? 0, negative 1. So if my y-intercept is 0, negative 1, then what would my b value be? Negative 1. Love it. Great. Reese. Can you come here for 1 second? Because you got to point something out on the board. It'll be fast, I promise. I literally just thought this. Okay? Which point? Give me another point that this line goes. That one right there? This one right here? See how hard that would have been from way back there? Yeah. Okay? Good job. Okay? Levi, we're going red to purple. Okay? What's my rise? I would still rise.
What were you going to say?
Down how many? 3. Okay, so what's my rise then? Negative 3. What's my run? So what's my run?
Yep.
So what's my run?
What kind of number?
Because remember, slope is rise over run. So I can't write 1 underneath a fraction. I can only write a number underneath a fraction. What? 1. There you go. Okay? Alright? So putting that together, what rise over run is slope? What would the slope be for this one? Rise over run. Austin, what's the slope for this one? Have the brakes here first, Austin, not you, Austin.
Going in order.
Negative 3 over 1. Can I do it? Is there another way that I could write that? It's correct, but is there a cleaner way that I could write that? Just negative 3, right? Yeah. Yeah. Just so you know, I wouldn't mark it wrong if you wrote it as negative 3 over 1, but I would like it preferably as just negative 3. Okay? Now, Austin, what do you got for y equals mx plus b?
Y equals negative 3 x minus 1.
Minus 1. Good job. Okay. All right? Because it was easier than 7. I don't. Never.
It's not perfect.
Never. Never ever. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's gotta be blue.
Pay attention now.
Pick a color. Let's pick a color. Let's go that color. Jonathan. Pink point. Give me the coordinates of it. Negative 1, 2, I would concur with. That means agree. Okay? Ask me why. Yeah. Round point. Coordinates. 1, 3. Okay. Elliot, let's go pink to brown. Okay? Rise. 1. Run. 2. So the slope would be 1 over 2. Good job. Okay? Dom, you got the hardest question of the day. Okay? So hard that you can't be wrong. Right? Okay? You want to use the pink point or want to use the brown point? Pink one? Okay. Would it be okay if we used the brown one? Yeah, because we'd get the same answer, right? Our just numbers would be a little different. Yeah, because they're both on the same line, so in the end we should get the same answer. Okay? Right? But you said we want to use the pink one, right? Okay? What's the x part of the pink one? The x part. -1. What's the y part? 2. Okay? Dylan. X part, y part, and m part, right? Got all three of them? So now this is just like one of them that was on the front. Y equals mx plus b. Fill me in. No. What's the y? 2. So 2 equals. Whoa. 1/2. What's the x part? -1. Plus b. We don't know what b is, right? Okay? I mean, I know you've got this one. 1/2 times -1. That trick is. Let's talk positivity first. A negative times a positive is a negative. So it's going to be negative, right? Okay? 1/2 times 1. 1 times n equal. Stays the same, right? Okay? So 1/2 times 1 would be 1/2. Yep, exactly. So now we got negative 1/2 here, right? Okay? Jake, you are so not listening. It's not even funny. No, you're not. Okay? Kung Mei, do you like fractions? Well, you and I don't get along there because I love fractions. Okay? But since you don't like them, what should we do with our fractions? Kick them to the curb, right? Okay? What am I going to multiply everything by to get rid of this fraction? 2, right? 2. Okay. So we multiply everything by 2. Okay? 2 times 2. -1/2 times 2. We intentionally did that to cross those out, right? So what's the only thing that's left over in this Christmassy type area? -1. 2 times b. 2b, or not to be? That is the question. Jaden, I want to solve for b. What's the first thing I got to do in my green line right here? I got to add 1. Yep, exactly. 4 plus 1, Jaden? So 5 equals 2b. Right? Love it. Bacha, I want to solve for b. One more step. 5 on both sides, right? So then 5/2 is my b. Right? Well, unfortunately, I can't get them both in there, so I'm going to have to rewrite it. Okay? So my b is 5/2. My slope from up above was 1/2. Can you give me the y equals mx plus b? You got it. Nailed it right off the start. Okay? So what's going to happen here in the next 15 minutes? I'm going to hand out the homework. You're going to work on that. If you have any purple sheets that need to be fixed, you can work on that. I'm also going to hand back a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to hand back your formatives, lots of stuff, and then you can fix things. I do not expect you, Austin, I'm specifically talking to you right now. I do not expect you to use this as a talking time. I expect you to use this as a working time. Okay?
Yes.